Welcome back to this week's edition of The War Cry with Jacob
and David.
On this week's episode, we'll cover everything that is going on in the week of September 24th, plus a few other things you'll want to know.
Here's this week's schedule. On Monday, students will head to advisements to check on their grades and get information about the PSAT. On Tuesday, the HCHS softball team will be playing Rockmart. Wednesday, the softball team will be playing Carrollton. Thursday, there will be an FFA field trip to Fort Valley. Saturday, the band will be hosting a competition.
Now over to Alvin with the weather for this week.
Thank you, Jacob. This week will be mostly cloudy, except for Sunday, which will be a bit more clear. Monday is going to be warm with an expected temperature of 85. Tuesday through Saturday will be around the 85 mark with a chance of rain, and then Sunday temperatures will drop down to 83 and be a bit more sunny. On Monday, things will return to the rainy 85 degrees mark. Back to you, Jacob and David.
Thank you, Alan.
We will now go to interviews of both Mr. Vogel of the Heard County Band.
Thank you, Jacob. Today we're here with Mr. Vogel, director of the Heard County Band. So, Mr. Vogel, what is it like directing the Heard County Band?
Man, it's a dream come true. I wake up every morning, I get to come to work and hang out with the best kids in this school, and I get to play and do music with some of the coolest people.
So how do you feel about this Saturday's competition?
Well, it's going to be a good competition. We're very prepared. We've been planning logistically for about 6 months, and I expect things to roll right along. It's become a well-oiled machine.
How do you feel about are you satisfied with this year's halftime performance, or do you think
This year's marching band show is pretty great. The students have really delivered with their abilities, and this is the strongest group I've ever had the pleasure of teaching.
Okay, thank you. Back to you, Jacob.
Thank you, Taylor. As far as stories for this week, we had a homecoming festival, and among them was voting for homecoming Queen and Queen, who happened to be Jessica Patrick and Holly Hoosie of Heard County High School.
In other school news, buses 6 and 18 were in a minor collision on Old Field Road on their way to the elementary school. There were a few minor injuries. For sport news this week, we go to Matthew from the sports department.
Thank you. The only Heard County High School sports going on this week are 2 softball games, one in Rockmart on Tuesday and one in Carrollton on Wednesday. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matthew. That's all for this week with Jacob
And David.
Have a nice week, everyone.